and welcome to the Varside Spurs podcast. I'm joined today by Andy. How are we doing, Andy?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Steve.
You've been up to anything today? I mean, what day is it today? It's the 16th of September we're recording this on. Have you been up to anything today?
No, nothing at all, really, other than working, just getting my head down, not thinking about Spurs or anything related to Spurs whatsoever.
Yeah, me too. I found Twitter really quiet today. Nothing was going on at all.
I dipped in for a little bit, but I just thought I'm going to give this up.
It's
boring. Yeah,
managed to get shitloads of work done.
Yeah,
really, really pleased actually. I actually did manage to get a lot of work done despite Twitter shenanigans. But yeah, so not bad at all. We're also joined by Jamie. How are we doing, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. I'm feeling quite hot this evening. Yeah, I mean, not sort of sexy hot, but just sort of hot. Because you told me to turn my fan down, didn't you? Because
that didn't need. I mean that sexy hot bit didn't need clarifying. I couldn't tell you that didn't.
Because you know I am anyway, don't you? So
exactly.
Yeah,
that's what the Paxton think of you.
Sex god.
Yeah. So you just managed to chuck down your munch, didn't you? So, do you have anything good for dinner?
We had, it's top content this is, but we had chicken baked in the oven with potatoes, beans, and tomatoes. Quite a Mediterranean sort of twist with a hint of chili, just to freshen up the palate at the end. So yeah. So
if you hadn't baked the chicken in the oven, where would you have baked it, just by chance?
Probably outside. It's quite warm today.
So you'd have just put the chicken outside?
I would have just left it, yeah. It probably would have got eaten by the foxes at sort of 4 a.m, but, got to give it a crack, haven't you? What did you have anyway?
What, for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Shit, what did I have? I had some fish and some rice, and some broccoli, I think, just chucked together.
Fish fingers and rice.
Lovely. No, fish, not fish fingers, fish.
That sounds incredibly healthy, Steve. Incredibly healthy. I actually need to I need to lower my cholesterol, so I'm trying to eat a little bit more. Okay,
fish.
Yeah, that'd be good for you.
And I say that while I'm drinking. I'm Redemption's Little Chief tonight, but
don't worry, it's got no fat in it. Don't worry about that.
Do you know what? When I was at a doctor's consultation a couple of weeks back, I was at a doctor's. It was a nurse's consultation, and she was saying, like, the first thing she asked me was like, "How much do you drink?" I said, "Well, I don't really drink that much, to be honest. I've had a few drinks like during lockdown, So how much would you say? Like, I don't know, maybe three a week, maybe 3 a week." She was like, the next time I phoned her back, she said, "Are you still drinking three pints a week?" I said, "I just gave you a figure. Like, it kind of aggregates out to maybe 1 a week in actual reality. I might have 3 1 week, and then I might not drink for another few weeks. So, you're looking at probably less than 1 pint a week."
3 a week isn't bad, crikey.
No, but I'm short, so it is bad for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, that's still not
short. And I also have high blood pressure and various other bits going on.
Yeah, but doesn't alcohol reduce the blood pressure?
Only if it puts you into a coma, sir.
No. You need to get yourself a different doctor, someone that's got a different way of thinking, and not be shocked by this 3 pints a week malarkey.
Yeah, that's right.
My actual doctor's really good, to be fair. My actual doctor's very good. This nurse, though, was very, very prying. Anyway, we didn't get together to talk about bollocks like that.
Oh,
we are tonight. We're discussing the final 3 episodes of the All-or-Nothing series. So I think we just jump straight into it. Really, I think so we're on to episode 7, and obviously these 3 episodes were like released immediately after the shitstorm was the Everton performance, and with everyone moaning and saying that they weren't going to watch it and stuff like that. And I mean, I didn't watch it I didn't stay up late to watch it, obviously, on the Sunday, but I watched it on the Monday night, and I think I started to watch it about, what time did I start to watch it? I think I started to watch it about 11 o'clock or something like that. And I thought, right, I can probably, do 2 episodes tonight. I'll do 11 and go to bed about half 12, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I watched the first two episodes. I watched the first episode halfway through the second episode, and realised it was like 12:30, and there was no sign that this episode was going to finish, because like I think some of them had been like 45 minutes or whatever. But having checked, episode like 8 was like a 60-minute bonanza.
Yeah, they increased it, hadn't they?
So I had to, so I kind of knocked that on the head and then like caught up with it on the following day. So episode 7 was No Regrets. Was they titled that No Regrets, and I kind of like wondered where the fuck they got that.
Isn't that song that Dappy did a few years ago, No Regrets?
Don't know, mate.
Dappy, if you're listening, let us know.
Yeah.
Why would you know about that? You're not into that kind of music. You'd call it, or do you keep an eye on this sort of stuff just so that you can call it shit in the future?
Well, I notice things. I don't walk around with blinkers on. Yeah, Dappy released a song called
You looked it up, for fuck's sake.
No Regrets, in 2012. Wouldn't it be amazing if he released it on this day in 2012? But I don't think he did.
Yeah, that'd be very convenient, wouldn't it? For you and your research.
No one's sad enough to check, Jay, so you could probably just put that image on this day and we'll...
On this day today, in 2012, Dappy released No Regrets, which coincides with the Spurs episode, No Regrets being released on this day yesterday.
Well, it was the day before yesterday, wasn't it?
It's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah. On this day, today, yesterday, before yesterday.
So, should we so let's we'll get into the episode, because I mean, as I say, it was called No Regrets, but it covers the Leipzig game.
It does, and the Chelsea game,
which we lost, with the Davis penalty. So what did you make? What were your takeaways from that episode, And?
Yeah, so it was interesting after those games. I mean, those bloody games are awful anyway, weren't they? But after those games, when he's got all the team in there for a debrief, he's basically once again calling out Delhi, but he's also making a note that it's not just his fault. There's other players that aren't doing their job, because he's walking away, ball watching, and I think it was Jan and Toby in defence who should have been. I think it was them that were playing in the Chelsea game. No, the Leipzig game, and they should have been calling Delhi back into position. They should have been saying, "I've got 3 players to the left of me here, so you need to come back." And as Jose said, he was a shit footballer, but even he would be calling people back. So why aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of weird why these really experienced footballers are they just seem to be daydreaming.
Well, is it not to do with the fact that, as he says, they're too nice, they're too polite, they're too quiet. They don't really, as you said, they didn't take each other to task at that moment in time for things. I thought I picked up on the debrief, and it was interesting about he was talking about the recoveries and that everyone has to recover back, and you don't just sort of look at the ball in this area and say, right, well, actually it's for the defence to deal with, and because I play in this part of the pitch, it's not my problem. Yeah. And it was ridiculously simple messages that that at Premier League level, at elite Premier League level, he's giving to players, that the same messages that we're giving to our players, the same messages that I see grassroots coaches of at youth level giving to their players.
Yeah.
And he's having to give that to players. Some, as you say, Jan, what is he, 30, 31 or whatever?
33 caps of Belgium.
Toby, 31. So players with that experience,
Yeah, incredible stuff.
And he's saying, like, call your players back, and just amazing.
I just don't get it. I mean, was that happening under Pochettino? But it just kind of worked. I just don't know what was going on, or what is going on.
Under Pochettino, I think we were more, because we were more aggressive. We were out of possession. I think under Mourinho, it's kind of more tactical and about controlling the space, really. So maintaining the shape and controlling the space. Whereas Pochettino wanted us to be more aggressive, really out of possession and try and press the ball. If impossible.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, our first recourse under Ponch was the attack was the defence, and I think that probably didn't highlight the fact that they were making mistakes at the back because we were getting stuck into the opposition right from the offset. Forward, left wing, right, which obviously would take a bit of pressure off the back four or the back three.
The midfield was a lot stronger then. So
you had Dombele and Wanyama sat straight in front of the back four, which as a protective barrier,
made
that's
a huge
as
difference.
Strong as anything.
Have you thought of a career as a commentator?
Well,
because I think your ability to get the players' names wrong, the manager's name wrong, and
seemed overqualified actually.
Everyone's name wrong just sets you up perfectly. I think you and Alan Smith would make an absolute fucking dream team for Sky.
I said fucking Dombele, didn't I? I meant Dembele.
You did. I mean, that's after calling Poch Ponch, but
that's just a running joke.
We'll skip over that, but the Dombele bit. That was
bad, wasn't it? It makes it look because I've supported Spurs for about 5 minutes, doesn't it? It's actually been 7. It's actually been 7 or 8 minutes, but I'll learn from that.
So you only started supporting Spurs out having watched the All or Nothing series, and you became converted.
No, I started supporting them when I heard about Gareth Bale, and I thought I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, well, those are the days. Anyway.
So there was obviously the other thing that I observed, I think, was how gushing Mourinho was about Winks, how the improvement that he felt that he'd seen in Winks. So not stopped playing lateral passes and was trying to looking to play forward and exploit spaces and all sorts of stuff. So basically saying that he rates Winks and that Winks is a proper player, and that but every genius on Twitter thinks that Winks is shit, and it just
Guardiola likes him and Pochettino liked him.
Southgate likes him.
So was that the conversation that he had with Levy round while they were eating again?
That was funny.
And it was such a highly analytical discussion between him and Levy. Levy's like, he runs a lot, doesn't he? I mean, that was the best he could give, really.
I love the bit. I love Jose's response to that because he just went, "Yeah, that's right." It's like taking the piss out of Levy to his face.
I mean, obviously linking on to what we were discussing a week or so ago. I mean, obviously Levy looks at things in terms of if a player can run like Forrest Gump, then he's a good one. But as I said, Forrest Gump never kicked a ball, did he? But it was just quite an amusing conversation that you've got Jose trying to be, quite upbeat and he was passing the ball sideways and backwards, and now he's going forward and suit you, sir. And Levy's like, he runs a lot, doesn't he? I wonder how far he runs. It's just Christ. But the thing that I liked about that section on Winksy was how good he was with the old uns in the care home.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
With old Sheila and feel the weight of my balls and this and that. It's big, isn't it, Harry? And then the old woman at the end, trying to lure him in and going, "You're really cute, you are." And he's just like, "Hang on a minute. If a bloke said that to a 22-year-old woman,
but I think he definitely he'd enjoyed it up until that point, and then he kind of. You could see he kind of felt a little bit uncomfortable. I was like, fuck, get my coat up pulled.
It's funny you should say that. That's quite similar to a situation. I mean, I've been terrified ever since of old women. But when we moved into where we are 6 years ago today, went through the door, came back out, and there was this old Jamaican woman just stood